Curious what it's really like to live in Virginia's most overlooked small towns? Click and join us as we uncover 15 of the tiniest towns facing the toughest challenges, from soaring unemployment to shadowy crime rates. Don't just look at the map. Look at the harsh reality hidden behind Virginia's scenic mountains and beautiful coastline. First on our list is Jonesville, a town that paints a stark picture of what it means to be left behind in rural America. With a population of just 1,300, this community sits far below Virginia's economic standard. The median household income is only $17,716 a year, less than a quarter of the state average. Even more alarming, over 54% of residents live below the poverty line, compared to less than 10% statewide. Economic opportunities are extremely limited. While jobs do exist, few offer sustainable wages. Property values reflect the town's stagnation, with a median home price of just $122,500, almost half the state average. The population is largely white and aging, with a median age around 46, signaling a community growing older, not younger. Next is Emporia, a small city grappling with very real economic and social stress. Despite its modest population, around 5,600, Emporia consistently appears on lists of Virginia's most crime-ridden areas. Why? Its crime rates, calculated per capita, are striking. In 2024, there were 58 violent crimes, giving the city a violent crime rate of 1,069 per 100,000 people. Property crime is also high, 2,912 per 100,000. Mainly driven by theft and burglary. Financially, the city struggles too. The median household income is just $49,375, nearly half the Virginia average of $90,900. With a poverty rate of 13.5%, many families here face consistent financial pressure. Then there's Pennington Gap, a town with a population just over 2,000, fighting to stay afloat. After losing its main medical center, the Lee County Community Hospital reopened in 2021, offering a lifeline for local health care access. But economic challenges persist. While the median home value is just $86,900, this low figure reflects weak demand and little economic growth, rather than housing affordability. Median household income is only $22,857, less than a third of the state average, placing many families in a financial chokehold. An alarming 59.5% of residents live below the poverty line. Unemployment remains high, echoing the town's lack of viable job opportunities. Next, we head west into Virginia's Appalachian region and arrive in St. Paul, a small town in Wise County that's been fighting hard to stay afloat. With just over 1,000 residents and a median household income of $29,554, about one-third of the state average, St. Paul often feels like a symbol of economic inequality in the Appalachian heartland. Roughly 33% of residents live below the poverty line, twice the state average. Job opportunities here are scarce. With a relatively high unemployment rate and few major employers, many families, especially younger generations, feel stuck, with no clear path toward a better future. The town is also over 97% white, with a median age around 41, showing a racially homogeneous and aging population trying to hold on. Not far from St. Paul lies the town of Appalachia, named after the iconic mountain range that defines both the landscape and the economic legacy of this region. Once supported by coal mining and railroads, Appalachia now grapples with the aftermath of those industries fading away. The town has a population of about 1,600, with a poverty rate exceeding 32%, putting serious financial strain on many households. The population is mostly white, with a median age around 40, and while the social fabric remains intact, the economy tells a tougher story. The median home value sits at just $65,500, reflecting low demand more than affordability. Like many towns in the region, Appalachia is caught between its past industrial identity and an uncertain economic future. From Appalachia, we move east to the historic city of Hopewell, a place that once thrived but now faces the stark challenges of urban decline. With a population of around 23,000, Hopewell's median household income is just $48,681, well below Virginia's average, and nearly 24% of families live in poverty. Crime is another concern. According to the latest FBI data, the violent crime rate hovers around 380 per 100,000, and property crime exceeds 2,000 per 100,000. These numbers are worsened by limited job prospects and moderate to high unemployment. Despite its rich history and proximity to Richmond, Hopewell is frequently named one of Virginia's worst small towns due to its mix of economic hardship, high poverty, and persistent crime. After witnessing the economic and social pressure in Hopewell, we now turn to Petersburg, Virginia, a historic city just south of Richmond that remains one of the most challenging places to live in the state. According to the latest FBI data, the total crime rate in Petersburg is around 3,932 per 100,000 people, a staggering 86% higher than the national average. Violent crime alone exceeds 1,043 per 100,000, meaning residents face a much higher chance of being victims of crime than in most parts of Virginia. Home to approximately 33,300 residents, the median household income sits at just $50,700, well below the state average. Around 21% of the population lives below the poverty line. Petersburg's biggest challenge is its persistently high crime rate. Decades of poverty, a lack of stable job opportunities, and weak social infrastructure have all stalled the city's economic recovery and made it difficult for residents to get ahead. We head to the quiet yet economically strained corner of Western Virginia, Independence, a small town in Grayson County with a population of just 1,144 people. On paper, Independence appears to be your typical rural Appalachian town, but economic data reveals a more difficult reality. The median household income here is around $36,250, just 40% of the state median, and approximately 17.6% of residents live below the poverty line. Crime rates are moderate for a town this size, with a property crime rate of about 2,886 per 100,000 in 2024. One of the town's most telling statistics is its median age, around 58 years old, far higher than the state average, highlighting the fact that younger generations are steadily leaving in search of better opportunities elsewhere. Next, we make a stop in Craigsville, a small town in Augusta County that may look quiet from a distance, but hides deeper economic struggles beneath the surface. Demographically, Craigsville is about 97% white, with a median age of 36.8. a relatively young community, but one facing limited local opportunity. With a population of around 915, the town shows stark economic disparity. The median household income is about $40,080, well below the state average, and a striking 31.4% of residents live in poverty. Job opportunities remain scarce, with many working in low-wage service sectors or commuting to nearby cities for work. Property values are low. The median home is priced at around $143,800, which makes housing more affordable, but also reflects low demand rather than strong investment potential. Shifting south into Western Virginia, we arrive in Saltville, a small town framed by beautiful mountain views, yet facing very real economic pressure among its residents. With a population of roughly 1,773 people in 2026, the median household income in Saltville stands at about $46,098, nearly half of Virginia's median, and approximately 23.6% of residents live below the poverty line. The median age here is also relatively high, around 47.1 years, suggesting that many longtime residents remain while younger generations leave in search of better opportunities elsewhere. Property values are highly affordable at roughly $92,000, but those low prices reflect weak market demand more than strong investment appeal. Despite the everyday challenges shown in the statistics, Saltville is historically known as the site of significant salt works that once served as a vital industrial hub in the 19th century, leaving behind a legacy that still defines the town's identity today. Then there is Exmore on the eastern shore, offering flat coastal landscapes and steady ocean winds, yet confronting clear economic struggles of its own. While the previous small towns were largely dominated by white populations, nearly half of Exmore's residents are Black or African American. With a population of around 1,400 people, Exmore's median household income is only about $34,773, less than half of Virginia's median, and roughly 25% of residents live below the poverty line. Educational attainment also falls below the state average, with only about 15.7% of residents holding a bachelor's degree or higher, further limiting access to higher-paying career opportunities. The median home value in Exmore, approximately $162,200, is relatively affordable. But again, this affordability signals softer demand rather than strong investor interest or rapid growth potential. After passing through Exmore and its coastal economic strain, we move south across Virginia and arrive in Martinsville, a small city that once relied heavily on the textile and furniture industries, but continues to wrestle with the long-term consequences of major economic shifts. With a population of about 13,500 people, around 21.8% of residents live below the poverty line, well above the state average. Per capita income is also comparatively low, at roughly $28,800, reflecting the financial strain many families still experience. Although industry remains part of the local economy, many available jobs offer lower wages, and economic opportunities are not as abundant as those found in larger metropolitan areas. As a result, a number of residents commute outside the city to meet their needs and secure stable employment. Even so, Martinsville ranks among the most affordable places to live in Virginia, with low median home values and a noticeable rise in affordable new housing developments in recent years, providing at least some measure of stability amid ongoing change. Franklin is a small independent city in southern Virginia, notable for its paradoxical character. It appears calm on the surface, yet certain statistics regularly place it among areas facing significant socio-economic challenges. With a population of around 8,300 people, Franklin's median household income is approximately $65,125. About 16.7% of residents live below the poverty line, reflecting a tangible economic burden within the community. The most pressing issue in Franklin, however, is its crime rate. According to the latest data, the city records roughly 3,000 total crimes per 100,000 residents, about 42% higher than the national average, with violent crime at around 460 per 100,000 and property crime at approximately 2,539 per 100,000. This places the risk of becoming a crime victim in Franklin significantly higher than in many other Virginia cities, even if the absolute scale remains moderate. Franklin also has a racially diverse population, with residents identifying primarily as Black or African American, 52%, and white, 38%. This small city is culturally known for the Galax Fiddlers Convention, a traditional American music festival held annually since 1935. Galax, home to about 6,700 residents, carries a distinctive Appalachian charm, but its story is also marked by economic strain. The median household income in Galax is only around $41,438 per year, nearly half of Virginia's median, and roughly 23.4% of residents live below the poverty line, more than double the state average. In addition, per capita income is relatively low at about $31,429, indicating limited access to high-paying jobs and an economic structure that is less balanced compared to other parts of Virginia. Home values in Galax are fairly low, with a median of around $126,800. While this may seem appealing from a cost of living perspective, it more accurately reflects weak market demand rather than sustained economic growth. Finally, there is Norfolk, a coastal city with a population of roughly 23,000 people, presenting a different set of urban challenges than the smaller towns discussed earlier. Norfolk's median household income is about $62,382. The most prominent issue facing the city is its high crime rate compared with many other cities in Virginia. Recent analyses show that both violent crime and property crime rates are well above the national average, with the likelihood of becoming a victim of property crime at approximately 1 in 25. While Norfolk does offer a lower cost of living than many major cities in the United States, the pressure of crime and income inequality often places it on lists of the most challenging places to live in Virginia. As home to one of the largest naval bases in the country, military and naval activity shapes the local economy in unique ways, but it also creates a heavy reliance on a single sector, slowing broader civilian economic diversification.